The lights are low in the gym, but the energy is electric. Silence reigns, broken only by the rhythm of fists striking pads with violent elegance. Inoue isn't just preparing for another fight, he's constructing a weapon, a living storm, a boxer who now moves with the power of a freight train and the precision of a master surgeon. This is no longer about titles or legacy, it's about evolution, about a fighter breaking the mold of what's humanly possible in the ring. What we're witnessing in this secluded training compound is something historic. A glimpse into a training camp that doesn't just prepare for war, it perfects it. Each session isn't repetition, it's revelation. Every movement more exact, more brutal, more impossibly efficient than the last. The monster isn't sharpening his tools, he's forging new ones, built for a war that only he seems prepared to wage. Inoue's training isn't just physical, it's philosophical. It's the study of pain, precision, and purpose. It's a masterclass in what happens when talent meets obsession, when focus becomes something sharper than steel. Every clip, every leaked moment is a warning, not just to Akhmadaliev, but to boxing itself, that the bar has just been raised beyond reach. The doors of the compound close behind the last observer, sealing in a storm. Inside, time bends. Each second lasts forever beneath the lights, drenched in sweat and echoes of impact. There is no music here, just breath, motion, and destruction. Inoue's fists cut through air with precision that seems unfair. His foot placement, meticulous, each movement deliberate. When he hits the mitts, it's not practice, it's prophecy. Combinations ripple out like controlled detonations. His trainer doesn't hold pads, he withstands artillery. The room resonates with the symphony of chaos, not random or erratic, but orchestrated. Structured violence played with frightening calm. Every jab is a question, every cross the answer. Inoue flows through sequences as if guided by some internal metronome. There's no break in tempo, no wasted step. It's ballet with a death toll. He pivots before opponents would even think to move. The sound of glove on pad is constant, like a heartbeat echoing through war. What used to be drills now feel like executions. He doesn't just throw punches, he sends messages, each blow a declaration that this camp is not normal. It's ascension. The sweat falling from his brow carries weight, expectation, focus. It paints the mats beneath him like a map of intent, and he follows it without deviation. The cameras catch glimpses of things that feel unnatural. His speed is no longer surprising, it's disturbing. The way his shoulders relax before a violent flurry, the way his knees bend without tension before unleashing hell. His punches don't come from the arms, they rise from the floor, up through his core, detonating at the point of contact like carefully set charges. Watching him train now is like watching a soldier practicing for a war he's already won in his mind. He isn't preparing to adapt, he's preparing to dictate, to bend the ring, the opponent, and the very laws of physics to his will. Each strike is not about power alone, it's about placement. Precision over brutality, until brutality becomes precise. Even in rest, his eyes flick with calculation. No time is wasted. Every second between sets is filled with silent intensity. The type of stillness found before a natural disaster, when the earth seems to breathe once, deeply, before it explodes. That's Inoue's presence now, measured, composed, apocalyptic. There's an energy in that gym you can't replicate. It pulses, it warms. You don't walk into that space without leaving changed. Sparring partners enter curious, they leave cautious. Some don't return, not because they fear pain, but because they fear what it does to their minds. The way Inoue shows them not just their limits, but how easily he surpasses them. He doesn't just move faster, he moves smarter. More efficiently, his form is unbreakable, his rhythm unshakable, and every single strike lands where it's supposed to. This isn't guesswork, it's geometry with blood on its hands. It's angles, leverage, balance, physics made violent and personal. In the far corner of the compound, a different ritual unfolds, one with less motion, but more impact. Massive sparring partners line up like soldiers, each tasked with the same objective: break the monster's core. They drive body shots into him with enough power to crumple steel, but Inoue stands tall, still, silent, absorbing. Every punch echoes, not like a thud, but like a verdict. And still, he does not bend. His abs contract like armor. Every hit reverberates outward with a sharp metallic ring that no longer sounds like flesh. It sounds forged, as if his torso has turned to iron. He doesn't just endure the pain, he welcomes it. Like a king inviting war to his doorstep. What follows after is more unsettling. With fists still digging into his sides, Inoue's arms are already moving, returning fire before the stimulus finishes its journey to his brain. His nervous system bypasses fear, pain, doubt. Only instinct remains. And it's not instinct built from luck. It's built from obsession, from repetition, from relentless conditioning. Every time a blow lands, it triggers an automatic response, a shift in position, a counterstrike, a recalculation of the battlefield. His body is a living algorithm, adjusting in milliseconds. The punches hurt. Of course they do, but they don't control him. He uses them as fuel, each blow adding kindling to the inferno inside. Where other fighters protect the body, Inoue weaponizes it, turns it into a trap, a misdirection, an invitation. "Hit me here," his stance says. "Let's see what happens next." What happens next is devastation, a hook that fires from his hip like a missile, a straight right that lands just after your body weight has shifted forward, making return impossible. It's a game of inches, and he owns them all. Every piece of pain taken during these drills is stored, used later, turned into ammunition. His core training doesn't just prevent damage, it builds power. He's not just hard to hurt, he's dangerous to try hurting. Because the moment you do, he's already 4 steps ahead. The trap is sprung before you know you're inside it. They say boxing is 90% mental, but what if one man mastered the other 10% so well, he broke that balance? Inoue doesn't just react, he predicts, not by accident, by design. Each sparring session reveals the terrifying depth of his fight IQ. He sees what's coming before it starts, like a grandmaster reading 3 moves ahead on a chessboard made of blood and movement. Sparring partners say they feel stripped bare in front of him, as if their tactics, their rhythm, even their fear have all been exposed. They throw punches into empty space. They prepare defenses against attacks that never arrive. The real damage isn't physical, it's psychological, and that's where Inoue strikes hardest. He studies opponents like puzzles, every twitch of the shoulder, every change in breath. He doesn't see punches, he sees patterns, and once he finds the rhythm, he breaks it. Like a drummer smashing his own tempo just to prove he can find a better beat. Watching him defend is like watching someone slip through cracks in time. He's never where he should be. Opponents swing at ghosts. He reappears an inch to the left, a half beat later. Then he strikes. Clean, sudden, final. It's not speed alone. It's deception. It's understanding the fight on a molecular level. Inoue's footwork plays tricks on the eye. He moves like mist, then lands like thunder. Every pivot opens doors to angles that shouldn't exist. He's always squared perfectly, always ready to strike. The canvas becomes a chessboard, and he's already moved his queen while you're still debating your pawn. He's mapped Akhmadaliev like a terrain expert maps a battlefield. Not just studying his fights, studying his interviews, his posture during weigh-ins, his eye movements after missed shots. It's psychological warfare conducted with forensic intensity. And here's the most chilling part. Inoue doesn't just prepare for the fight, he lives it ahead of time. In his head, he's already been in that ring 100 times, from every angle, against every scenario. He's already solved problems that haven't occurred yet. He's not reacting in the ring, he's reliving. His brain isn't guessing, it's recalling. Each counter, each slip, each pivot, they've already happened in his mind. What the world sees on fight night isn't improvisation, it's execution. A brutal ballet where the choreography was written months before the curtains even rose. If heart and mind build the fighter, then science builds the machine. Inoue's training methods aren't just intense, they're revolutionary. Punch velocity is now clocking in faster than ever. Power output has reached metrics only seen in heavyweights. And his reflexes, measured at 0.08 seconds, It's not normal, it's near superhuman. Shadow boxing with dumbbells looks effortless. Weighted movements blur into ghost speed combinations. When the weights drop, his hands move like jets. Every session is logged, tracked, improved upon. There's no guesswork here, only data, refinement, destruction. Plyometric drills defy belief. He leaps, rotates, lands, and punches before most fighters would even complete the jump. Every movement transitions into offense. There's no wasted motion, no stutter. Just efficiency born of obsession. It's not about working hard, it's about working precisely. His gym looks like a blend of dojo and lab, every wall echoing with science and violence. High-speed cameras capture punch angles, sensors track foot pressure, his movements analyzed like a Formula One car before race day. He's not training harder than the competition, he's training smarter. There's no ego here, just constant recalibration. Inoue doesn't fall in love with a move. If it stops working, it's replaced, improved, repurposed. Even his most devastating weapons are reviewed under a microscope. How can it be tighter, faster, more deceptive, more final? Everything connects. Footwork links to punch angles. Core training links to punch resistance. Film study links to counters. It's all interwoven into a tapestry of dominance. A Swiss watch of destruction, precision on top of precision, all timed to detonate when the bell rings. He doesn't train to survive rounds. He trains to control them, to dominate tempo, angle, and consequence. Even recovery is optimized. Between rounds in sparring, his breathing stays low. His heart rate drops faster than most. Even rest becomes a weapon, a secret tool waiting to shock anyone expecting signs of fatigue. What Akhmadaliev brings to the table is respected, but dissected. Inoue's team has built counters not just for techniques, but for patterns, for breathing, for fatigue shifts, for emotional tells. Akhmadaliev's strengths have been re-engineered into vulnerabilities. This isn't general training, this is surgical preparation. Most fighters dream of reaching their peak. Inoue fears it. Because if there's nothing left to improve, there's nothing left to chase. And monsters need something to chase. That's why every session pushes him further. Every day becomes a new record to break. Every round is a step beyond what was thought possible. He doesn't plateau, he mutates. Small adjustments build into revolutions. A millimeter here, a tempo change there. Until the fighter you thought you knew has become something else entirely. Something faster, something sharper, something inevitable. Great fighters win, but Inoue transforms. Not seasonally, but daily. He refines so subtly it's invisible until it's undeniable. Until the man standing across from him wonders how they ever believed they were prepared. This isn't just evolution, it's a warning to boxing's entire landscape that someone is out there rewriting the limits, redefining excellence and doing it quietly. Away from cameras, away from noise, letting his fists do the talking when it matters most. He's built not just to win, but to end careers. Not out of malice, but out of inevitability. The same way a hurricane doesn't hate what it destroys, it simply can't be stopped. Inoue has become boxing's natural disaster, calm, calculated, catastrophic. As we count down to fight night, there's an eerie silence around the event. Not because no one is watching, but because they already suspect the ending. Not who wins, but how. How quickly, how brutally, how definitively. And through it all, Inoue trains, without arrogance, without theatrics, just relentless pursuit. Of greatness, of domination, of immortality. He's not defending titles anymore, he's defining eras. There's no more mystery, no more speculation. Just the quiet hum of inevitability as fight night approaches. The lights will shine, the crowd will roar, and two men will step into the ring, but only one will exit untouched, unshaken, unmatched. Naoya Inoue has transformed from elite athlete to living legend. Not because he says he is, but because his training demands it. His evolution proves it. And soon the world will witness it. For Akhmadaliev, the moment is here. The test awaits, and the monster stands across from him, not just as a man, but as a movement, a force that threatens to reshape what boxing greatness looks like. When the bell rings, it won't just be a fight, it'll be a statement. And when that statement lands, clean, sharp, final, the world will know that they weren't watching just a champion, they were witnessing history. This is Sports Trivia Hub. If this sent chills down your spine, hit subscribe. Because the monster isn't done, he's just getting started.
As always, thanks for watching Sports Trivia Hub, and we'll see you in the next video. Before you go, don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your fellow boxing enthusiasts. And for more basketball news and updates, follow us on Sports Joe TV. Stay tuned for more sports trivia and updates. Until next time, keep the sports spirit alive.